Okay, so I'm gonna kind of show you how I did this quilt cover thing. I just got bored one day and I really was in the mood for a new duvet cover. So here, I call them duvet covers. I think some people call them doona covers or quilt covers. I don't know if there's any other name for this thing. Let me know what you call them. So I will say duvet for the rest of the thing, okay? Okay, so I got a plain ombre duvet cover and I kind of tried to blend the colors in between. Sort of, if you've ever done eyeshadow makeup, you have to blend and that takes a little time, so it does take a little time to blend the colors. And you have to wait for the paint to dry to see if it actually blended properly, which is always a pain. But, just take your time and don't give up. Now, do make sure you put down some kind of protection before you start your painting project. I didn't at first, and that was a bit of a mistake because it seeped through and slightly stained my carpet. But then I put down a tarp. So please, 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 please do that before you start painting. If you feel like painting your own duvet, which you might. Okay, now I'm trying to make it a bit more of a space look because it's supposed to look like a galaxy because it's Star Wars. They go to space a lot in Star Wars. You might not have noticed. I kind of noticed. There's a lot of space. And I just kind of liked. I've seen a lot of cute wallpapers that people have made of a gradual ombre look. And, I thought that would look cool on a duvet. And, it's nice. It's pretty. Now, here I'm trying to make it look a bit more galaxy Milky Way kind of thing by sort of dry brushing the paint in an upward direction. If that makes any sense, you see what I'm doing. It makes sense, hopefully. Now my duvet set came with some pillows, and obviously I was going to have to paint the pillows, so I did a sort of similar thing, but a bit more subtle. It's based on another wallpaper I have because I have so many Mandalorian themed wallpapers because why not? I just have a lot of pictures in general of the Mandalorian. I mean, why wouldn't you have a lot of pictures of the Mandalorian and him with the baby? They're just so cute together. They're my favorite. Now, again, please make sure you have some kind of protection between your project and the carpet. I used magazines in this instance because my tarp was being used by my duvet. So please, 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 please be careful. And now, I'm not the best at stenciling. I don't know if there is a proper, correct method for stenciling, but this is what I do. I just do a rough cut of I print out the picture and then I cut around the picture and then that becomes my stencil. And then I kind of either use a fabric marker to trace it and then lightly use a different fabric marker that is more permanent and then lightly paint around the edges, being careful, and then gradually fill it in with paint. Now I forgot to mention that on my duvet I use normal acrylic paint with fabric medium, but in this instance on my pillowcases I just use normal fabric paint. But you can use what you have. You've got options. Now, because I am that person, I have to go the extra mile, and I kind of I wanted to go from light to dark, my duvet cover, and this one, the one I bought, was the opposite, so I had to kind of swap it by sewing it. So I had to unstitch one side and then sew up the other side, if that makes sense. So basically turning it upside down. And I mean, yeah, you can do this if you wanted to. I don't recommend it. Well, I kind of recommend it if you go the easy way. What I did is I cut up the bottom and put it back on the top, which was really, really dumb of me in hindsight. I probably should have just done something easier. So yeah, don't do that. If you are going to completely unsew and resew, go with an easier method. Don't do what I did. Those pop button things were a pain to sew around. So don't do it. Please don't. Just don't. Please listen to me. So yeah, you know, I can open it up now, but yay. Now I haven't actually finished the project yet. I had to do the bottom bit. Well, you see what I'm doing. I'm kind of doing a little landscape thing, as you see in those sort of wallpapers where they have the lovely ombre up to the galaxy sky bit, and then the landscape part. So I'm doing that. And that was a bit easier because it's just one color. And I think I'm trying to remember, yep, in this instance I was using acrylic paint with fabric medium. I think because I didn't have enough black fabric paint, and I always worry I'm gonna run out. And you really, really do not want to run out of paint in the middle of a project. It happened once, and it was not fun. Trust me. So make sure you have all your stuff before you plan on doing that. Okay? Okay. Cool. I'm just adding a few little sparkles. I have some shimmery fabric paint, so I just felt like adding a bit. Can't really see it, but I know it's there, and I want some sparkles. And now on to the fun part, the stars. I like stars. How can you not like stars? They are pretty. I'm just dabbing some shimmery, it's a shimmery pearl fabric paint, and I'm just randomly dabbing a few, and then I gradually add more because I didn't think there were enough. You know, there's a lot of stars in the galaxy, so why not? And I was trying to be as random as I possibly could because I didn't want it to look too formal. So I was just trying to be as random and add thickness, various thicknesses. Weird tracing method here, but it kind of worked, sort of. Maybe on thinner fabric it might work. And I'm just doing my little tracey again. I did in a fadable fabric marker and then a normal fabric marker. And on such a small picture, kind of a lot easier to do with a fabric marker. And then adding in some paint, and this is really exciting. Look how exciting it is. Yeah. Oh, wait, there we go. Yay. And always use your picture as reference. It's really hard to draw sometimes. I think the proportions sometimes look a bit out. And just very lightly painting. Sometimes it's, I don't know, sometimes his shoulders just look a bit too big. He has got very broad shoulders, but sometimes I'm not quite sure if I've done it right. If that makes any sense. I think it worked out here. Well, at least the baby looks fine. It's hard to mess up the baby. Yay. Oh, they're so cute together. How can you not like them? They're just adorable. And now with fabric paint, you do have to iron it down so the paint stays and doesn't go away when you wash it. And I haven't washed this duvet cover yet, but yeah, I don't know if it'll work. I haven't tried it yet. Now I did use magazines to kind of in between so the paint wouldn't seep through, but the paper kind of got stuck, so I had to scrape it off. I scraped it off. I did soak it a bit and then scraped it off, so that works. I recommend it. And here is the finished project. Yay! It's done. It's actually quite nice. I like getting new duvet covers. It's fun. Okay, hope you kind of enjoyed this. See you later.